What's up everyone? We're back with some Balatro today and we're playing a challenge run. I believe this challenge run is called On the Knife's Edge. And the idea is that we have this sacrificial knife joker up at the top left, which is eternal, so that means it cannot be removed. I think it cannot even be misplaced, but I'm not sure about that. And the idea is that this joker eats up any joker to its right and gains its sell value as a multiplier. So we'll get to see that in action. It ate the joker that I just purchased. But it's no big deal. As long as you have the economy, I think you should be fine. And you can see here I have constructed a pretty similar looking build to the last video. This time we're only going for 4 of a kind king, however. And I must say, like, king should probably be the strongest card in the game. I feel like I'm behind on the Balatro meta. I think like people have already discovered how to do infinites and stuff like that, but I'm just here grinding these silly challenge runs that are at the beginning of the game. But yeah, even I can tell kings are very good. A lot of jokers support them. You can see in the deck I have a couple of jokers that help me out. Not necessarily connected to the king, but we do have one joker that benefits from having a thin deck. So we are thinning a lot. You can see we are almost at 30 cards when we start off with 52, so that is pretty nice. We are going to get some money out of the Temperance Tarot card as well. And yeah, the idea of this run is basically just get 4 of a kind king every single time and just win easily. I think we have a pretty good setup. The joker that benefits from missing cards from the deck is giving a lot of multiplier. And then we have the family, which gives 4 times multiplier whenever you have a 4 of a kind, which we consistently get every single hand, as you can see. We could even get a 5 of a kind, but you saw there for a second the multiplier for 5 of a kinds is lower. So instead we'll just get the 4 of a kind plus the stone, so that is a little bit more beneficial. And I've only put out 2 videos of the game, but you can probably tell that I really like the lucky cards because it has a chance of giving you a lot of gold, and I really like having a lot of gold. It builds up interest, it allows you to play in the shop for longer, and of course it allows you to buy some more fun jokers that you can use. For a runner like this especially, it's going to be super beneficial to have, as we very luckily get a glass polychrome king, so that is something that we should be able to copy if we get a little bit lucky. I would like to have more of those in the deck for sure. But yeah, for now we're just going to face the boss. The gimmick this time is a little bit annoying. It gives you the first hand entirely face down, which can be a little troublesome, but I think we should have, yeah, at least 4 kings in hand already, and that card between the kings must be a king as well in order to be placed there. So I think we definitely have the 5 of a kind if we wanted, but instead I think I will just take the 4 of a kind because, as I just said, it gives you higher multiplier. Or it gives me higher multiplier because I have invested in the 4 of a kind instead. And here we go, 600,000 points when the gold is only 70,000 points. Pretty good to see there. I think we're doing pretty decent for ourselves as we move on to the final ante. I'm looking a little bit at the jokers right here, but I don't think any of them are better than the ones we have currently in our possession. Whatever the case though, we are purchasing a tarot card and we have 2 very decent selections. Both the Hangman and the Death card are very useful to have. I choose to use the Death here in order to duplicate one of my kings for more consistency. And I think I'll use the same thing here with the Fool that copies the Death card, and now we have even more kings in the deck. So yeah, I think the run just plays itself at this point. The run is mostly going to be played out in the shop, and even if I manage to skip all of the shops, I think we are going to be winning pretty easily. Of course, we do have to buy a single joker every single turn, otherwise we will get burnt. And I'm looking through the jokers right here. Maybe I'm looking for something that gives us an advantage whenever we start up the blind, like some economy perhaps, some tarot card generation. I'm not super familiar with the game just yet, so I'm not super sure what I should be looking for. But I do find a burn joker, which for the purposes of this run doesn't really make any difference. We just bought it because it sells for a lot and therefore is going to give a lot of multiplier to the sacrificial dagger. But yeah, another hand, another 4 of a kind king, even the 5 of a kind if we want it. I don't think it's worth it to use the multiplier in order to replace the lucky cards, but at least we can use it on the king that does not have any special effect. I also think now I was going to say the glass king doesn't have any special effect, but of course it's a glass king, so that is its special effect. But yeah, very satisfying hand right here. More than enough kings, and I don't even think we need to use the glass king because we don't want to risk breaking it. We'll just change the suit of it for the flush 5 hopefully. But yeah, as I said before, 4 of a kind, just better hand. It's level 8 already, we don't have to think too hard about it. Getting 2 multipliers for the lucky card, which is super lucky obviously. If you don't know how the lucky cards work, by the way, it's like a 1 in 5 chance to give you plus 20 multiplier, which is very good for increasing your score, and also a 1 in 15 chance of giving you $20, which is super important and the reason I enjoy lucky cards so much. I think we should be nearing the end though. We're even running out of money, so I'll stop playing around with the shop. I'm just having fun right now picking up some jokers. Second to last blind. I picked up a joker hoping that it gives me a discard throughout the blind, but unfortunately it does not work like that. Whatever the case though, we have the 4 of a kind ready, but of course I want the lucky 4 of a kind instead. Maybe I'll even risk for the 5 of a kind because I want some extra multiplier or some extra dollars. Unfortunately none of them triggered, but it's whatever, we just win anyway. And yeah, all that is left for us to do is pick up one final joker. This one actually right here is super good to have under normal circumstances. It copies the leftmost joker. In this case it would copy the sacrificial dagger however, which is not our best joker, so we don't really care about that. But yeah, the end of the run is nearing. We're just setting up for some useful tarot cards hopefully, but we don't find anything and we are going to end the run right here with this boss. It's a pretty annoying one, makes you select one of the cards even if you don't want it, but we're getting a king selected, so we win with the desired 4 of a kind. So yeah, this is going to be the challenge run for me. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.